Meet my guest on Conversations today, Khyati Rupani, a leading clinical nutritionist and the force behind Balanced Nutrition. Formerly the chief dietitian at Mumbai's celebrity hospital, Lilavati, she has nearly 2 decades of experience transforming countless lives with her digital-first programs. From overcoming PCOS and losing 40 kilos herself to cutting through the noise of endless health trends, she's here to bust myths and tell us exactly what we need to do to make smarter, healthier choices in today's overwhelming world of nutrition. Khyati, welcome to Conversations and welcome to Dubai.
Thank you.
Very excited to know about your journey. But first thing is, at 23, you were heading the diet of Lilavati, which is the hospital of the stars. You know, आज भी कुछ भी होता है, पूरा Bollywood वहीं आपको मिलता है. And from there to having your own journey of battling PCOS, losing 40 kilos, not once but twice, and then launching Balanced Nutrition. What was that point in your life when you thought कि नहीं, अब तो मुझे करना है ये?
So basically, I think वो point in life तब आया where I was always overweight, and you tend to get a little serious about your health once you want to have a child. Okay?
Right.
A lot of them today, when they are preparing for a child, they will always want that, am I doing better? Is my health better? I think that was a point in life when I went for some tests and the tests came out PCOS, and that's when I started looking at myself, and I was told at 25 that you can't have a child without IVF.
Okay.
So that's huge. I mean, I don't know how it feels, but anybody who's hearing us will relate to it if they've gone through it. That at 25, you had no idea of what is happening with your life. Suddenly, you are told that something as basic as motherhood is not going to happen. So I think that changed things for me a lot. And then I started taking diet very seriously.
Okay, but then when something like this happens to regular people, they change their lifestyle. You started a very profit-making business. So the Gujarati in you would have told you, or was it really that need to help people and then it transformed into something like Balanced Nutrition?
So you won't believe, Ronak, but Balanced Nutrition's existence is by accident. So after having worked on my body, after delivering a child without any IVF, it was a normal conception, it was a very healthy delivery, I didn't want to leave my child. And I didn't want her to be under anyone. That's why I couldn't go back to the job, which I really loved.
You didn't want to go back to Lilavati?
Yeah, I was working for 19-20 hours. Okay? And sometimes I would go back halfway through going home. So I used to love it a lot. Now imagine, ye hua hai, and then you have a child and you suddenly don't want to go back to the job. So at home, people realize that ye ladki to workaholic hai. So I was becoming a very obsessive mother. Okay, then I was told to
The baby had become your job, basically.
Yeah, and very obsessive. Don't touch her. Have you sanitized? Slipper nikalo. Air kaisa hai? I was controlling something which I think nobody should do. And that's when I think my husband and my mother realized that it's not healthy for me, it's not healthy for my child.
Yeah.
So then they compulsively took the child away. I still didn't want to leave the house. तो मैं लैपटॉप पे बैठती थी एंड यू नो बैक देन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट 10 years back 2013-14 Facebook groups were big. Even today they are very much into existence, but that time I had joined all these mother groups. So मुझे ना ये लोग पूछते थे for my diet and for some tips, and people started losing weight. I used to give them tips on post-pregnancy weight loss. I was working on my weight loss. I was 99 kilos after delivering Trisha. So I was working on that. And one client from Sri Devi from Singapore, she said, I need to pay you and take your services.
Oh, till then you were not charging anyone?
No.
And there was no brand?
No.
Okay.
I was just killing time because I was forced to leave my child and I used to sit with my laptop, pretend to work. Okay. And the first client was back then. Today we've served about 75,000 clients.
Wow.
All over the world. It's 10 years.
You owe a little part of your success to Sri Devi from
Singapore. The first client, yes. We love her. In fact, the first 5-10 clients have done magic to us.
Still with you?
She's still in touch with me.
Oh, wow. If Sri Devi, if you are listening to this, I don't know, you have to get some freebie from her. Yes. Some gratification. But, I want to go back a little bit to your Lilavati days because, it's that hospital is always in the news. Sometimes for all the wrong reasons. But, that's the place where a lot of Bollywood stars come and a lot of politicians come in. It's in the part of the city which is surrounded by powerful people.
Yes.
So there must be a lot of pressure on you while at 23 if you are
Yes, the
heading a
chief
hospital.
dietitian.
Yeah.
So basically,
So any experiences from there?
a lot of
Any star
experiences.
diet that you tweaked while?
Yes, so there were a couple of diets. Some of them were very, very supportive. They were listening to me, and some of them were extremely rude. So the ones who were rude were the ones
We
who.
want to know who.
So, see, Mr. Rishi Kapoor was somebody who
Yeah, yeah,
hated his food getting
Yep.
cut,
Right.
and Mrs. Neetu was always about, इनको मत दो, इनको क्यों गुलाब जामुन दिया है? And see, he was a non-vegetarian. Lilavati is a vegetarian hospital.
Oh, is it?
Lilavati is pure veg. You don't even do eggs there.
Okay.
Okay. So first and foremost, half of the population who comes there, egg restriction aa gaya. Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, he was one of the very unhappy clients. I tried doing everything, but I think he went irritated only. Then the second one was Mr. Saif Ali Khan. I know he was there recently, but back then he had come for angioplasty. Okay. So he was somebody who was very, very particular about why is there no dessert. Like, you've just had an angioplasty,
He's had an
sir.
angioplasty, we don't
I'm
know.
not going to. So then I worked it out. I went to the kitchen and I said, let's not give him the regular desserts. Let's give him something healthier. So we used to make a custard, we used to make a jelly, and we used to give him.
Okay.
And you said name someone very nice. I must mention Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. So
okay.
Mrs. Teji Bachchan was, I think, in the hospital for 11 months. And she was on tube feeds. So the job of a dietitian does not end at giving you a diet chart.
Correct.
There is something which we call as the patient has to be fed through a tube.
Right.
It can be either through the nose or it can be through your intestine. So that is the formulation we clinical dietitians do. 11 months. Her feeds used to go late sometimes. It's an operation, okay? We are feeding 400 beds. We are dealing with salt restricted diets. We are checking every diet, traying, plating. By the time the feed reaches her, it is sometimes 10 minutes late, and her private nurses used to be angry. One fine day, I went because the complaint was second time in the week. I went to meet her. Mr. Bachchan was there. The nurse was blasting on me, but Mr. Bachchan was like, "Beta, please try and get it on time." After that, I made it my only job. Inka pehle jayega. He was very, very polite.
So great, like
These are the experiences I've
great
had.
experiences, and they shape you. Somewhere
Yes.
now when you are handling 75,000 clients, kahan wo 400, kahan ye 75,000,
Yes.
but that same patience, resilience,
Yes.
perseverance, everything goes along with it.
Yes.
But amazing. Now that you have this entire gamut of activities happening at Balanced Nutrition. We'll talk more about that. Or let's talk about that actually, so that we know what it is exactly. We know it's a diet app,
Yeah.
but I think it's a lot more than that, because I was trying to find, but I think I need to pay to get in. So
So, see, basically, when we started, I had already 200 clients on board. I remember my visit to Dubai that time. We had come here for leisure. It was 2016. Okay.
Okay.
I just told you my daughter is 16 years old. So back then she was a child who was enjoying the Burj Khalifa, and at that time we had about 250 clients. I remember taking my laptop. Wi-Fi used to not be a big deal. It used to be only in the reception, the free Wi-Fi. So after my visits, I used to go and sit and do that. So every time the stress has been about clients at Balanced Nutrition not getting new business. Okay, it was always
What servicing
client को
exists.
कैसे अच्छा उनको नहीं, they are not understanding the email properly. Let's have some space where they actually can see the diet. They can actually chat with us. They can, and the very unique part about Balanced Nutrition is, see, Ronak, when I was trying to lose weight, I could not eat outside. Okay, being a gujju or being a foodie or being overweight, I really liked eating outside. So for me, it was important to lose weight, but at the same time do that Saturday outing. Back then it used to be one Saturday, up to we go 3 times 4 times a week. I started developing a notebook that I ate this. Okay, so tonight I ate this, I gained weight. Okay, so now I think this is how I'll eat my North Indian. So today the nutrition guide, which is called the restaurant guide, is 75 pages. We have Tex-Mex. So tomorrow if you join the program, you have Tex-Mex, you have Arabic, you have Malay, you have Thai, you have burgers, you have entirely a
cuisines.
menu which is right there. So whenever you're going out, you just open and you just read how to eat it. Okay. Then comes alcohol. I socially still like drinking alcohol. What I do is, again, I started tasting and testing. So that time I was not too much into the hard liquor, which is whiskey and above, and that's where Vishal came into the picture. That ye piya kaise hua, kya hua. So I started developing an alcohol guide. So the app today is for clients. They have their diet in place. They have very easy recipes. Our recipes are not labeled as low calorie, falana dimka. Our recipes are, you can cook this under 10 minutes. This is for somebody who's living alone. This is fancy. So recipes are also telling you how to save time, how to make it practical. We wanted people to have everything in one place. That was my goal. Ke let the client not go website pe recipe dekho, yahan pe call book karo. So today the app is just for clients.
Very wholesome.
Yeah, and it has everything which a client needs. So that is the journey behind the app.
So there is a restaurant guide, there's alcohol guide, there is recipes.
Yeah. Diet
and
chart.
There's
Chat with your own dietitian at any point in time. And a lot of things that are coming up even right
exercise
now.
also is there.
So Ronak, see, for exercise, I lost 40 kg. It's not that I am perfect or I, want to tell people not to exercise. But when you want to try a lifestyle change, you cannot do everything together. 1st January, everybody goes and pays up for the gym. 7th January, 50% are dropped out. 30th January, 80% drop out. You are doing something which is not a part of your routine. What is a part of your routine? What you eat. I think you should change that first. So my wholesome guide and my entire life probably has gone into developing and understanding how diet will play a role, and a practical one.
In maintaining and toning your body as well?
Yes. Then comes to Pela. So everybody today is coming for weight loss, or I am a clinical dietitian. So the expertise of balanced nutrition is on diabetes, thyroid, endometriosis, on kidney diseases. And post that, so the goal one is, let's make this person healthier. Let's see the reports coming properly. Then depends on the motivation, they go for phase 2. Phase 2 is when the advanced version comes, when you are already in the zone of being fit, where you can actually do 2 things, diet and exercise.
Okay. The first thing is fix your diet. They say, that abs are made in kitchen. But do you really believe that?
90% of your entire health and body structure is diet. Okay. There are reels also.
But you're telling me that I can change my diet tomorrow and the stomach that I'm holding inside will automatically disappear.
Yes, you will be surprised. Yes.
And I don't really have to burn it out in the gym. Okay. I have a lot of questions about, what to eat and what not to eat. But when you were battling your PCOS, you lost 40 kgs. How did you do that and how much time did it take?
So initially, since it was a race, I had gone very, very strict. It was a diet which was extremely rich in fiber. I had cut off my fat to the level of not touching cheese. Right? It was a very high fiber diet, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. It was a diet which was extremely low in fat and it was moderate in protein. So if you have too much of high protein, which is from animal products, I was someone who was welcoming a lot of fat. So if you want a lunch plate, it used to be a bajra rotla or it used to be a jawar roti. It used to be so much of vegetable. It used to be so much of salad and a bowl of dal or dahi.
No rice.
No rice. Yeah.
You were what, 96 at that time?
At that time, I was about 92. And I think 2-3 more weeks and I would have been 98, 99. It was that bad. Yeah.
And you were conceiving or you had...
I was trying to conceive. Then I lost weight. And at 66, I conceived. Right. And
at 66, not the age.
66 kg.
The weight.
Yes.
So diet was basically what you're saying is that was the only thing that you fixed.
That was the only thing. And yes, I must say, Ronak, there were also some superfoods. I used to start my day with cinnamon water. In the middle, I only drank dhania pani for a week. Then I had mint leaves water. I tried adding a lot of our kitchen superfoods. Sometimes at night, I used to have haldi pani. Sometimes I used to have ajwain plus water. So these are my
You would only have that?
Yes. No, I used to have that after my dinner. And I used to have these things pre-breakfast. So I always tell all clients that, diet yahan wahan ho jaye. Make sure that the superfoods you get, they are the ones that we follow.
So you've hit a raw nerve, because what happens is today when we open Instagram, you will find 10,000 videos of people who are not as qualified as you talking about diet. and telling us what to eat. Then in the same feed, there'll be another person who's again not qualified or maybe
Yeah.
qualified, telling us exactly the opposite.
Yeah.
How do you cut through this clutter? What to eat? आप बताइए दो आज हमें.
So there are 3 things one needs to do before you follow a dietitian on Instagram. First is please check her degrees. Her degrees, she has to be a master's in nutrition, preferably clinical nutrition. So if you ask me, I did my bachelor's and my majors was applied nutrition. I did my master's in clinical nutrition. So dietetics, nutrition, MSc, these are important.
That's written in your bio.
Yes. Please certificate courses wala koi nahi lena. Don't go for anybody who's a trainer. A trainer cannot tell you what to eat. Similarly, when you said exercise, I said we don't advise. If there are somebody who says I won't join your program because you don't have exercise, I say okay. It's not our expertise. But यहाँ पे क्या है? Nobody will today say it's not my expertise. Correct?
Yeah.
Second most important thing is years of experience. You cannot expect a dietitian who's 2 years, 3 years of experience trying to help you with diabetes, trying to help you with your supplementation. The dietitian needs to have a thorough practice of 6 to 7 years before
In an
going
hospital.
advanced in any job field. So today any dietitian who comes in, she will first spend 1 year doing just the head nutritionist's work. Cleaning the work, reading up, learning, becoming more aware. The third thing and the last thing is please make sure that whatever she is saying is validated. So validation ChatGPT पे नहीं करना. Validation is on certain websites like ICMR. Validation is on med clinics. Validation is on Mayo Clinic. Just validate the information if you feel something is wrong.
But the problem is इतना कोई करता नहीं है. Like, and the minute you say weight loss, the minute you say exercise, the minute you say right food, it gets so overwhelming.
Yeah.
Even I get so perturbed by the whole idea of fixing my diet and my changing my lifestyle that I can't do it. That is the problem. So if you were to give us like a very simple cheat guide sort of a thing, कि क्या खाना चाहिए क्या नहीं खाना चाहिए in a day.
Okay. So Ronak, tell me tonight if I have to give you a choice for dinner, what cuisine would you want?
See, that's the thing. I would want to eat like a pav bhaji maybe or
Done.
a pizza.
Deal.
Really?
Let's go and eat pav bhaji. Here is how I will first start eating the pav bhaji. We will call for a clear soup, a clear veg soup.
Okay.
Don't touch the bhaji till your clear veg soup is finished. These places always will have a green salad.
Okay.
Okay, kakdi, tomato cut करके आता है, nicely decorated. Half the salad before you touch the bhaji.
Okay.
After that, go eat the bhaji. Always top it with a chas.
Okay.
Instead of eating 4 paws, you will end up eating 1.5. You've already saved a ton of calories. Then, when you have little more confidence, I always tell them, now try calling for a pav without butter. Step by step, step by step. कल के कल पाव भाजी खाना बंद कर दोगे, it will not work, you will collapse, right? Then go one step further. Tell him, take extra money, put my bhaji में little butter. ऊपर से मत लगा. So you are saving, so a 650, 700 calorie dish, you ate more, you're going to be happier because your fiber of salad and soup is going to be helping you. Your probiotics will help you. रात को acidity नहीं होगी.
नहीं किसी को हो जाती है.
सबको होगी.
Probiotics से भी हो जाती है.
नहीं, that's because you've eaten rubbish the entire day, not just that meal. So that's how you couple a pav bhaji. Shall I tell you Chinese कैसे खाएंगे?
Please, yeah.
Always order a glass of sparkling water. No salt, avoid lime, just plain soda, sparkling water. Then call for a saute vegetables. Your choice. You don't want broccoli, say no broccoli. You don't want mushroom, say no mushroom. Saute veggies. Call for your noodles or your rice. Just tell him, please make it 50% vegetables.
Okay.
Okay, take 5 dirhams extra or take 100 rupees extra. See, finally we are eating to be healthy. Make it half veggies.
And most restaurants won't even say extra. They'll say, okay.
A
we'll
nice
do it.
smile and they'll do it for free.
Yeah, they'll do it.
So, make it 50-50 and then call for your paneer chili. Just say, don't fry my paneer.
Okay.
You would have eaten a meal which would have been 800 calories. Now you are eating something which is under 400.
Wow.
Your Coke is gone, right?
You've had sparkling water.
You've had sparkling water, 0 calories.
So what's the deal with Coke and Pepsi and all of these soft drinks?
Yeah, they are extremely high in sugar, extremely addictive. The last thing on the planet is I would have those or fruit juice. They both are same. If I like something or if I want something, my go-to always has been Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi.
But really, because there are, again, those reels only tell us that Diet Coke is worse than the regular Coke.
Yes, if you have about 20 a day.
Otherwise, Diet Coke is better.
Yeah, itna sa aspartame hai. Isn't that better than 20 spoons of sugar?
Yeah.
What is 20 spoons of sugar doing to us? The problem is everybody is telling you what is good and what is bad. But unfortunately, in the world of food, there is no good and bad. It's grey. You should know how to eat it. Correct?
Exactly, yeah. So you mean any food can be good and any food in access can be bad?
Yes. You just have to be smart. So I just say, at Balanced Nutrition, nobody is eating right. We are eating smart. We are eating out, but we are portioning it, right? So even like in Dubai, I'm going to be out 5 days, right? I just told you I had a burger after 3 years. So it is giving me hiccups, but I balanced it out very well. Okay, we've in fact made a reel also. I ordered for a fattoush. I finished my fattoush. I had not had lunch, so I
fattoush is a salad.
It's a
Arabic
green salad, correct?
Salad, yeah.
And then I ate the burger, and then I had sparkling water, and I'm a happy human being.
Okay, so always top it with like have salad before and top it with some probiotic. Yeah, that's simple. Yeah, again, see, like now I feel okay. I can do this too. You know, but you know when it comes to so much misinformation around that is going around in our lives, you know, how do you, because you have so many clients, what do you tell them to safeguard them from that?
So anything that crops up, okay, on Instagram, we will start having queries. Unfortunately, I don't spend too much time on social media. The clients make sure that I get whatever is being spoken about. If you see, there are a lot of reels today on overnight oats, okay, on breakfast bowls, acai bowl, granola, pumpkin seeds khana, ye khana, and everybody tends to follow it. And then they say, but nothing happened. In fact, I've gained a little weight. So the story behind it is that whole bowl, okay, is close to 700 to 800 calories.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Even with
healthy hai. Avocado healthy hai, haan. I mean, scientifically, I'll be a dumb person to say it's not healthy. But healthy does not mean low fat. Healthy does not mean it is ideal for somebody who's looking to lose weight. Avocado oil nikalta hai. So, avocado is very high calorie. Compare करूं half an avocado or a bowl of watermelon. I will have the watermelon. I am somebody who's trying to lose weight. I need food in volumes. So, nothing will happen. This will go in, I'll have a watermelon and I'll have something else. I'm going to be hungry. The satisfaction I'm getting with watermelon, if you sprinkle lime juice, cravings are gone. Okay, fiber आ गया, hydration आ गया, iron आ गया, okay, मुफ्त के vitamins मिल गए, as against that concentrated source of energy.
Plus इतना सारा taste मिल गया. My mouth is watering already.
See, exactly.
Watermelon with some lemon on it.
Exactly.
But one of the main things that concerns our health is oil.
Yeah.
कौन सा oil use करना चाहिए?
It's like you asking me कौन सी एक सब्जी मैं पूरा साल खाऊं. So what I say is keep changing your oils.
Really?
Initially, we were a family of lot of people. So we, at home, we used to get those big 15-liter dabbas.
Gallons, yeah.
Gallons. Now we are a family of 3, maximum 4. Okay, if a grandparent is staying 5 and we are all very conscious. So I say buy 1 liter. So let's say you did groundnut. Next should be sesame. Next should be sunflower. Next should be safflower. Just be careful about not getting into the rut of cholesterol-free oils because there is nothing like that.
Okay. There's no such thing as cholesterol.
Anything that comes from plant is cholesterol-free.
Okay.
Yeah. Cholesterol is an animal fat. Dahi, if you have, will it have cholesterol? No. Yes.
But it's...
Dahi comes from milk. Milk comes from...
Yeah,
so does paneer have cholesterol? Done deal. Okay. Will a rasgulla have cholesterol? Done deal. Will a kaju katri have cholesterol?
No.
Kaju, plant.
Acha, okay.
It does not use milk. It is sugar and kaju only.
I don't know how it's made.
Correct. So again, that's how it is, right? So as a nutritionist, rather than giving you diets, what we at Balanced Nutrition do is all this. We educate you. Even nuts. Which nuts are the highest in cholesterol? Cashew. Guys, no nuts are high in cholesterol. Yeah. It's a plant product. So human beings cannot walk on 4s. Correct? Is any human being walking on force? It is as simple as that. Nature, it's the law of nature. Oils and seeds do not have cholesterol. It is an animal product. Does egg have cholesterol? Yes. Milk? Yes. Chicken? Yes. Okay. But does that mean you will be safe? No. Have you seen your blood report? LDL, HDL, VLDL, कोलेस्ट्रॉल रिपोर्ट आती है तो ये जो LDL, ट्राइग्लिसराइड्स ये सब आते हैं ऑयल से and total cholesterol is a byproduct of what your overall ghee is cholesterol. Yes.
Yes. It
Butter.
is. Yes.
Yes. See, you learn
I'm getting
things
it.
there.
Yeah, high five to that. But you still have to tell me which is the worst oil that we should never touch.
Our population is back in our country. We have a population. Every rupee matters, right? They are the ones who take palm oil. If you and I, who do not work so hard, start taking palm oil, it may react a lot worse. Whereas when they eat it, look at the labor that they do. So for them, they will outlive you and me, despite you and me having the best oil. Okay, so it depends on amount, it depends on your activity, and it depends on how you use it. Okay, one thing I want to say is about invisible oil. We don't realize that इसमें oil है, but हम खा रहे. Okay, breads. Invisible है.
Sugar भी तो है.
There is a lot of fat in it, right? And it's the worst fat. It's the trans fat, which back in our days was dalda, which Dadi used to say, it's a bad fat. No, it's ganda ghee. Don't get it. She was right. It's ganda oil. In that there's hydrogenation. It's a chemical process. They are making it into a ghee. So that is your base for cakes. That is your base for biscuit. That is your base for bread. Bread which you and I relate to. The pav and the soft white bread slices. Abroad, if you go, they are a lot more wiser, right? You will see sourdough. You will see bread which is thicker. You can't relate to that bread because ये bread इतना कड़क क्यों है? That's a lot more healthier.
But guys, start having sourdough bread. It tastes amazing. I tried it and it was really cool. But so there's no such thing as healthy biscuits. Like how in India, every second ad is about healthy biscuits and Horlicks and Bonvita and.
So the best. I think terms that came into sales is fat free and sugar free. ठीक है. अब fat free लिखा है, but क्या उसने बोला ये low calorie है? नहीं बोला ना. तो fat free doesn't mean low calorie. They are not saying anything to you. They are just said I have not put fat, but I have put tons of sugar. I have put tons of maida. Now you decide. Have they said sugar free is fat free and healthy and low calorie? No. Sugar free biscuits go turn. It's the same as any Oreo. So if I have to name brands, digestive biscuit dekh. See the calories and see the calories of Oreo. They're the same. Okay. Everybody today is buying makhanas, paying double the price.
Yeah.
Barbecue makhana, peri peri makhana. Check calories of Lay's and that makhana. Same. What have you done? You've barbecued it. You've put a lot of fat to it. You've put a lot of texture to it. You want it crunchy.
और ये सारे foods तो ना थे भी नहीं. Like when we were growing up, we are 90s. You know, when we were growing up in the 90s, a lot of these were non-existent. Like there was no avocado. Literally, I don't remember having even, cornflakes. Or because in desi kitchens we didn't have. Makhana pata nahi tha kya hai. So many superfoods were not there.
So my dad, we have, stores, okay, and they are food stores. So they are nuts and this. So every time he'll see me, he's like, ये क्या चक्कर है तुम्हारा? अब तुमने वो मखाने को famous कर दिया. My traders, they used to give me free makhanas. I used to just shove them. कोई खाता नहीं था. Now it's great.
Superfood.
It is healthy, done. But what we are doing to all the healthy food is in the quest of making it tasty, we are ruining it. Next is flax seeds, pumpkin seeds. Listen, it's a seed. So when you use a seed, how much of a seed do you use? Tadka mein, how much of seeds do we use?
Like this.
So then why are we using flax seeds? Guys, that's 52% fat. And then we say, मेरा वजन क्यों कम नहीं हो रहा है? Goal याद रखो. If he is underweight or if the person is fit, the person wants to make abs, I may introduce that as a source, okay, of fat because I need that person to have that healthy fat. यहाँ पे हम fat loss चिल्लाए जा रहे हैं and then you're putting pumpkin seeds. It's a seed. Eat it like a seed. Don't decorate your breakfast bowl with it. Obviously, it will be 800, 900. Simple things. But we as consumers, we want to hear new foods.
We're so attracted to those labels, fortified with vitamin A, B, C, D.
You were mentioning cornflakes. Okay. I like going back to history. ये कब पैदा हुआ, कैसे पैदा हुआ, why are we eating it? Where is cornflakes coming from?
Corn.
The US of A.
Huh.
Okay, amazing at marketing, those guys.
Like that. Okay.
Does USA grow corn? Yes. But who grows corn? Mexico.
Okay.
Tortilla, nachos,
Yeah.
quesadillas. Their
All
diet is
Mexican.
corn, 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 corn. अब वहाँ से सस्ता कॉर्न मिल रहा है मुझे. Okay. I want to make a packet where the 2 rupee corn becomes a 200 rupee cornflakes. Okay, what I do is I start introducing the concept of breakfast, which was never there in any system, even in America. Okay, breakfast was not a meal back when we go. Okay, 1980s maja, you will find some, but if you go back in time, there was nothing like that. Indians, we never had breakfast. You remember? We are
It was all on the go. Like, it was never a big deal.
we were farmers, most of us.
Yeah.
So what we did was, we used to eat a meal in the morning, go to the fields, rukha sukha, we used to go eat in the field, and before sunset come and eat. We used to do intermittent fasting. We used to do gluten-free diets, except for Punjab and MP, they had great wheat. But if you come to Maharashtra, you would always have ragi. If you go down south, it is unpolished rice and ragi balls. If you go down upper east, it is unpolished rice. And if you go up, makai.
Is that better, unpolished rice?
Unpolished is much better, right? Otherwise, tell me, South Indians, okay, all this while, why the brain? Okay, coconut. Why the beautiful hair? Why the rice? Look at the climate. So the combination was amazing. But what we have done is, let me finish my cornflake story. Okay, so now breakfast nahi hai. There is a big chunk of, money making pending there. Morning, there's no time. Suddenly the woman is also working. Let's introduce this. What you do is, then you write fortified with. And you do something very simple, which is no cooking, put milk. Okay, and then the big concept of orange juice came in, right? So it is preserved, packaged, What is going to happen? So everything that you hear is not good. Muesli, granola, my God. Muesli is the muesli we eat, the muesli we like, it is full of honey and nuts. तो भाई ड्राई फ्रूट पुलाव ही खा लो.
हाँ.
वही तो हुआ.
Exactly. Just
Kashmiri
go back to
pulao ho gaya.
basics. Yeah, actually.
Right. So it is just a money making.
And also, before we move to our game, which is word to word, this whole thing about eat breakfast like a king, do you believe in that? No? Breakfast is not the most important meal of the day?
No, it depends on if you're a night shift person. Ronak, how can I tell you eat breakfast if you are working late in the nights?
No, just for regular people.
No, it depends. It depends on person to person. It depends on how they've grown up. Being a Gujarati, I still cannot leave my khakra and tea. That's what I start my morning with. I couldn't change it, no matter what. The more we are connected to our roots, if the root has been about eating your breakfast in the morning, we continue it. Okay. If we want you to start eating a breakfast, it will have to be slow. But the routine that I follow is ulta actually. Okay, work lunch hota hai. I quickly finish it. My dinner is my time, my leisure time. But I'm being smart.
Okay.
I'm eating my salad first. Then I'm eating my soup or my saute veggies or a sabzi. Then agar chana bana hai ghar pe, that's how I eat. And then the little rice comes in.
Okay.
So you have to be smart enough to choose your diet in a way that it suits your lifestyle. Tomorrow if I tell you start eating and your last meal has to be 6. Now look at you. You are here at 10 o'clock. You'll now go home and have dinner, right?
Yeah.
Is that going to help you? What would you tell me? You would tell me, no, I'm not shooting. I have my dinner at 7. That's not possible in today's world. We fly, we are traveling, we are working late. To each his own. And that is where when you go to a dietitian and if that dietitian tells you, please 7 baje ke pehle kha lo, that's not the right approach.
That's not possible.
That's not possible. And that is why people generally tend to drop off a lot of diet plans.
Right. It has to be practical enough to suit your lifestyle. Okay. Finally, before we move to word, very interesting game which I play with all the celebrities. Tell me, what are you doing in Dubai?
So basically we have about 5,000 clients just in Dubai and we got an invite to come and address a group of women and from there my brand manager just said, ma'am, if we are going there, why don't we put a word out and get some podcasts? So we did podcasts and then clients got to know that I'm here. So then there is a corporate workshop that I just finished today. We also had a corporate kitchen that we tied up with because they want healthy menu and we are I mean, I'm going to meet clients, and it's going to be a very packed 5-7 days with podcasts, meeting people, workshops, events. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. You don't need any help there because most of it is packed already. And
Yes.
how
In
it's
fact,
going-
I'm feeling very, very guilty because every client is messaging me to come for dinner or to see them for coffee. And first, I thought 5 days is a huge time.
Yeah, but
Now it's like time crunch, time crunch, time crunch, time crunch. And it's very, very, I feel really guilty that clients are going to come tomorrow in between en route and see me.
You have
It's-
any client story? You have so many clients that has stuck with you, like which you'll never forget.
Okay, so when 12-year-old from Dubai, because there's Dubai, I think that's coming in. Last year, I got a very frustrated call that my 12-year-old is a diabetic. Yeah. And कुछ भी कर लो इसकी sugars नीचे नहीं आ रही है. So you're my last resort. I've got your reference. And they wanted only to talk to me. So none, my team is now 45 dietitians. None of them was going to be entertained by them. I said, yeah, and I'm very accessible. Even though we have so many clients, I'm very accessible on call or I'm accessible on WhatsApp. And so I said, okay. I studied it. The girl is barely eating anything. The girl is a stick now. And the girl is off rice, off wheat. The girl is off this, off that, off 90% of fruits. I studied it a little bit and I said, okay, let me try something. I tried giving her millets and the parents came and said, have you lost your mind? This girl is not, she's a diabetic. तो तू उसे millets क्यों दे रही है? वो तो carbs है. Right? I said, let's try it. Okay, just trust me. Thak, sugar fell off. She was sensitive to gluten. She was not a diabetic.
Oh, she wasn't.
She was sensitive to gluten.
She had an allergy.
She was sensitive to besan. So food sensitivity nahi pakda. And because the sugars were high, she was getting badgered with wrong food, which anybody with a thought process, would. Another story from Dubai is I was holidaying in Edinburgh and I was walking. And in Europe, generally people don't scream. We scream in Mumbai, right? Hey, hello, hi. And I suddenly hear Khyati. And I feel like, oh my God, what the hell? Is it me? There's somebody coming from the car, hugging and saying, listen, I am this. I lost this with you. So these are, memories you carry. And
that person who met you in Edinburgh was...
She was a client. She had lost 15 kgs and her diabetes was gone. Her thyroid levels were okay and she was not having any medication for diabetes or cholesterol.
But you don't meet so many clients.
I don't meet. I am somebody who remembers by name. Okay, so if somebody comes in front of me and because I am heavily involved in the diets day to day, you will not find me between 3 and 6. It is only diets checking. Okay, today is this client, this client.
You are the face of all your clients? No?
I am, but they know me. I don't know them.
Achha.
So when somebody is coming and saying hi, for me, it takes a minute, right?
But right now, how many clients do you have?
At the moment, at any point in time, we have 3,000 plus clients who are on a program with BN.
And all of them?
All of them together must be 75,000-80,000.
My God. And there must be so many people. But do they not all ask only for you then?
No, they don't, because I think they know how it functions. And
see, it can always be escalated to you.
Yes, Ronak, see, we don't have one department. And I don't want to add that department. It is a department which is for disputes.
Okay.
It is not there. It will never be there. So we run a very tight ship. We are somebody who's heavily into processes. We are, agar koi galti ho gayi, it is more than your job, it is your ethic. Okay, right. It is, you are, see, somebody from, that's what I tell anybody who joins in. We all have personal issues. You start your work, your personal issues are out because you deal with others' personal issues. Somebody is trusting you, some part of the world, paying you. They are giving you their life. Nothing else matters. Okay.
But must be getting overwhelming, no? इतने लोग आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करते हैं और हम खुद नहीं जानते हमें क्या खाना है most of the times. कितनी बार ऐसा होता है कि हम होटल में जाते मेनू खोलते क्या मंगवाना है कुछ भी क्या खाना
ख्याति मंगवाती है पता है
कुछ भी
ख्याति मंगवाती है पार्टीज भी ख्याति करती है ऑर्गेनाइज
because it's overwhelming like
but I'll tell you what one thing I think I should have done is I should have read a little more about other subjects. I can continue talking about nutrition. I can continue talking to clients. But if you put me in some conversation which is about technology or which is about literature or which is about
Politics, maybe.
politics,
That's okay.
I am not interested.
Nobody is wanting you, Baba. You're doing a great job at being
So
a
I think the
nutritionist.
love for food, whenever I see food, I start dissecting it in my mind. I start, developing recipes. And I was feeling, back in after 2 years of practice of online nutrition, I understood that there is not South Indian. Why? There is Kannada, there is Telugu, there is Tamil, and there is Keralite, Malayalam. These foods are different. They are also veg and non-veg. And we have a recipe bank because I didn't want anybody. We have Assamese recipes.
Yeah. You have restaurant guide also. Like
Yes.
if you go to a restaurant, it's named by restaurants or it's...
It is named by cuisine.
Cuisines, huh?
Yes.
So then
Yes.
it'll tell you what to order.
Yes, if you're
Because
eating
that
Malay.
takes the most time. खाना आने में और खाना खाने में इतना time लगता है उतना order करने में लग जाता है.
Yes.
But great. From whatever you've told me, I'm convinced that I'm coming on board.
Yes.
On your app and on your program. But before we do that, let's do word to word. Okay. So it's a very simple game. I play it with all the celebrities. It's called word to word. So I give you one word. You have to not think and immediately whatever word comes to your mind, you have to say it.
चलो
Okay?
done.
सब
ठीक है.
ready? थोड़ी सी tricky game है. It's like rapid fire, but
कोई हैम्पर मिलेगा क्या?
hamper मुझे मिलना चाहिए.
You will take a while to curate that health hamper for me.
For you, no. That's the most challenging task, I guess.
Yes. चलो.
But I can take you out for coffee or lunch or dinner.
हाँ.
And
That
then
we can
You
do.
will order, but I'll
Done.
pay, but you'll order.
Done. ये on record है. He's paying.
Yes, on record. Yeah, I'm paying. And a lot of restaurant people know me over here.
हाँ.
Yeah, I'm actually I do reviews.
मैं खाती कितना हूँ यार. तो होगा कितना. He's smart. Yeah.
चलिए शुरू करें. So word to word. Your go-to comfort food.
2 piece pizza and pani puri.
One myth about that drives you crazy.
Calorie counting. Crap.
Really? Yeah.
Exactly.
There are these restaurants which have calories written next to them. Menu.
Yeah, but that is a good thing because you don't realize sometimes that you ordered a veg burger and it was 800 calories. That is an alarm which you should know. But throughout the day, if you are trying to count your calories and go on a diet, you're going to fail 100%.
I know someone like that. But she's very fit. If you're a dietitian, if you weren't a dietitian, what would you be?
Actor.
Really? Were you almost there?
My mom was very clear that acting is not a job. And I didn't want to do film. I wanted to do stage.
That you still can do.
Yes.
Favorite meal to cook at home?
Gujarati dal bhat.
Arre wah. High five to that. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
I thought you'll say green tea. Good.
Coffee.
Cheat day, pizza or dessert?
There's no cheat day. Okay, it's a restaurant guide. I can order pizza and dessert, which I just did before I came here.
Okay, so there is no cheat day. Huh? Every day can be a cheat day.
Every day can be a cheat day.
The one food you never give up.
This is a tricky one. I don't think I can ever give up on rice.
Really? Okay.
Bhat. Yeah.
Even Kareena Kapoor always says that,
Yeah.
like she has a lot of rice with ghee and dal and all.
Yeah.
That's good, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's on record. And what's the strangest food habit that you heard from a client?
The strangest food habit is milk, rice, and sabzi.
Milk, rice, and sabzi.
Yeah. Gobi ki sabzi, doodh, and rice. So,
Wow.
chana, doodh, and rice.
Just lost my appetite. The most underrated superfood in your opinion?
Cinnamon.
Okay. The most overrated superfood?
All the supplements that are right now being spoken about, glutathione, falana, magnesium, blah, 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 all of them.
What's your one word for Ozempic?
If you want to get cancer, if you want to spoil your kidney, go ahead.
Wow.
Yeah.
My God, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So I'm studying about it, but we have clients from UAE itself on Ozempic for 8 months, 6 months. One of them has stage 4 thyroid cancer. 2 of them have removed their uterus. These are all 6+ months and their side effects. I'm really studying. I cannot go on record, and I think it is covered in your insurance in the UAE.
Yeah, it is.
I think, right?
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And this
yeah.
question wasn't there, but since you spoke about superfoods and
Yeah.
we were talking about
Yes,
that, so I
yes,
asked you.
yes. Studying a lot, and in the US, a lot of lawsuits on it.
Really?
already. Yeah.
I mean, it's just too good to be true. If you could eat only one cuisine for the rest of your life, what would it be?
South Indian.
It's not Gujarati dal bhat?
South Indian. Craving for rasam rice right now.
Okay. 3 things that are always there in your grocery cart.
Fruits, cheese, and dosa batter.
Okay. And 3, what would you rather skip, breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast.
I knew that. And one guilty pleasure food you'll allow yourself always or occasionally.
Ice cream.
And finally, your ultimate wellness mantra in one word.
If you get up in the morning, you are energetic enough, happy to jump out of bed, to go to work, and you can do your work all day without getting tired, please don't stop. No matter what your body shape, you're healthy.
On that note, thank you so much, Khyati.
Most welcome, Ronak.
We hope you have a very, very successful trip.
Thank you.
I'm sure it already is because we've already have started.
Yes.
And you come again and this 75,000 grows to 75 million.
Thank you.